All right, guys, we should be live and just checking out. Perfect. Okay, I think we should be good now. All right, as the title says on there, yeah, the passing of Queen Elizabeth. And on Monday, as I was watching this, I must have been watching it for 2 hours, her funeral service, and then finally, they kind of were taking her to her final interment. As I was watching it, I just remember, wow, man, Hawaii has a really deep connection with not only Hawaii, but a lot of people don't realize that Hawaii is the only state in the United States in the Union that had its own monarchy. And before it was kind of illegally taken away. And I'm being a little bit careful with this because a lot of people have different variations of it. But I'm on the side where Hawaii was truly seized by the United States. We had a king and queen. They were the descendants of the ancient Hawaiian chiefs way back in the day, starting with Kamehameha the First, who united all the islands. But not only does Hawaii have a direct relationship and connection with England, but we had a monarchy. We're the only state that had its own monarchy. And with those two things, as I was watching Queen Elizabeth's funeral, I saw a lot of the things that reminded me of what I used to see when I was younger, as far as things like the Royal Guard. Actually, there's a bunch of things that I just thought of. There's the King's Guard, there's the Royal Guard, and I believe there's a Royal Hawaiian Guard. So there's a whole bunch of guards that we're going to go over, as we go through it. So let me start off first by kind of showing you what everybody knows is of the Hawaiian flag, which is going to be this guy right here. So this is the Hawaiian flag that everybody is used to, and I don't think my screen share is on. Hang on, guys, let me get it up here. And it's a flag that everybody sees, and I think it's probably one of the best looking flags in the United States. Let me see, share screen. I guess we'll do it like this. Okay, so this is the current Hawaiian flag. This guy right here. All right, so you got the British Jack up in the left-hand corner, and then you have the stripes just like the for the 50 states there, but that's for each of the islands on there. And at the time, and I'm not a historian at all, but I think it was Kamehameha the First that had made this flag. And from what I remember when I was younger, this might not be accurate, but we weren't too sure who was going to get us, if it was going to be the United States or if it was going to be England who was going to get us. So he wanted to make a flag that attracted the two superpowers at the time. And if I remember correctly, at the death of King Kamehameha II, when he was in England, I think he died of measles, him and his wife. I believe that England was prepared to protect us from being dominated or conquered by any other nation out there. So I believe we're leaning more toward Britain at the time. But that's just a reflection of what was going on at the time when this flag was made. Now, recently, this flag came about, and this is called the Kanaka Maoli flag. And supposedly this was King Kamehameha's personal flag. And I don't know what the history behind this is, but here you can see that the shield in the middle here, you have the konihiki in the middle, or the kahili in the middle, which is that triangular thing, which is kind of the thing that announced the arrival of the ali'i, kind of a symbol of the royalty. The two canoe paddles referencing the journey of our ancestors to the Hawaiian Islands. And you got these background colors. I believe the yellow was for royalty. The red was for the konohiki, which is the supporting class of the royalty, and then the green was for the people of the land. So you'll see this every now and then flying around. So there's a huge movement for that. But this one here is the Hawaii state flag, and this is the one where you can really see that connection toward Britain. And at that time, if the overflow in the late 1800s didn't take place, we would probably be English. And I'm not complaining. Now, there's going to be some other really hardcore sovereignty people, then you got to understand there's a lot of people that still have claims to the Hawaiian throne. And if we were, which I still do believe, overthrown illegally, then those people that are descendants of the king and queen still have a claim to that throne. And they don't really like this flag. So a lot of times you'll see the Hawaiian flag flown upside down. But I really think that the Hawaiian flag is probably one of the nicer ones out of the 50 states up there. So there's a connection there. If you wonder why the British Jack is up there in the upper left-hand corner, that's it right there. Now, the other thing is, I was watching the procession and everybody was in their uniforms. I caught a glimpse of some of the guards on here. So Hawaii has or had, so the King's Guard, if I remember correctly, they used to wear blue, and these guys were crazy drill team, and they were national champions for a very long time, but I think they've disbanded. But if you look at their uniforms, you can see the English influence there. You got the sun hats on the top. that they're wearing there. And here's a kind of an old picture here. Here's the old barracks, which is right outside Iolani Palace, which we're going to have a look at a little bit. And here's what they look like in formation here. And I don't know if it's the Royal Guard or the Royal Hawaiian Guard, but they wear red. But these guys are really good. They were national champions for drill for a really long time. And maybe I'll do a separate video on them because they were really, really, really good. Enjoyed watching them. So you got these guys here. Are there more pictures of them here? Or maybe it was on the other one. Let's see. Was it down here? No. So you can kind of see the sun helmets there and the English influence here. And then if you are going to Hawaii and you want to know more about its monarchy, I would suggest seriously visiting Iolani Palace. Here it is. And this one here, this next picture is not of Iolani Palace, but it's right across the street. If you watch Hawaii Five-0, this was technically their office, but it's technically a post office. But you see the statue of Kamehameha the First out here. Iolani Palace, beautiful. You can see the English inspiration, influence here at the post office, as well as Iolani Palace itself. Gorgeous on the inside. Let's have a look at some more slides here. I want to see if I can. Okay, so here's the throne room. You can see the queen's gown here on the left-hand side. It's beautiful in there. If you guys ever get, there's a grand staircase when you go in. Beautiful on the inside. Not too sure what else they got. Okay, that's just the trees with their roots kind of hanging out there. But you can see there that there's a lot of influence going on between England and Hawaii at the time. And when you're watching it, hey, how's it, Garrett? How's it? Watching the chat over here. It was an experience where we may never get another chance to see, or at least in my lifetime, another queen. For 7 decades he's been around, and with the relationship between England and all the influences that we had with them. We had a monarchy; they are a monarchy. It kind of was a little bit touching. If people wonder, is there still a dedication toward the monarchy in Hawaii? Yeah, I would say that every Hawaiian out there has a connection with that, especially when you walk around and you see the Kamehameha Schools. Man, that's a school that was created by the Queen specifically to make sure that Hawaiian children always had education. So I don't know if it's still like this, but I know when I went there, you had to prove your Hawaiian ancestry. There was a little bit of legal stuff going on. Maybe it was illegal to do that. But I mean, if you want to know what the richest high school in the nation is, going to be Kamehameha. Incidentally, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, Kamehameha, that's Kamehameha the First there. So yeah. Was Garrett Saber? Hi from Honolulu, Hawaii. Yeah, right on, right on. Kalihi. Kalihi is lower Kamehameha campus. But yeah, so there's a lot of great things about the relationship that we had with England, and I'm not too sure if everybody knows about it, but the thing I wanted to drive home as I was watching that funeral procession, and it was so beautiful and so touching to see all of that. And if you're Roman Catholic, if you're Catholic and you see what was going on in that funeral in that church, it was just reminded me of when I used to go to church. Just big, tall ceilings, the choir singing, sounding like, they're from heaven. It was absolutely amazing. And it brought up those memories of when I used to watch the King's Guard and the Royal Guard and all those other things. Yeah. Was it Kamehameha School? Can Asian, Japanese attend school, but you have Hawaiian blood? Yeah, I got a little bit, just a little bit of Hawaiian in me. But yeah, guys, just want to bring that forward. So if you're going to Hawaii and you wonder, hey, what's with this big building? It's a palace because we were the only state in the United States that was a monarchy. And the feelings run deep there. So yeah. Happy Aloha Friday to you too, Garrett. All right, guys, just wanted to bring that forward and share with you guys the connection between Hawaii and England and the connection between Hawaii and having a monarchy. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll tune in or hope you guys tune into the next video. I think I got a couple more videos coming out this weekend with some reviews. I did get a hold of some Bosnian small pistol primers, which were a pretty good price. So I'm wondering if those are going to do good. And if you're ever wondering how to use a waiter's corkscrew, I'm going to be doing that too. All right, guys, thank you for watching.